This is Casey back in a short clip. So basically what I'm going to say is that mental and behavior health is of Satan. That whole system is corrupted, full of tyranny, full of abuse of power and control. And if you really look at it, you can't speak up about the truth. You can't stick up for God without, being labeled a mental illness or schizophrenic or whatever the fuck. And there's a lot more corruption that goes into that. But yeah, like mental health, mental behavioral health is a witch cult. They have the injections they can give people, the medication, the neurotoxins, all that stupid stuff in the medication. They do that because they want people to burn in hell with them. They want to put a spell on you. They want to curse your mind. That's just the truth. Mental health, behavioral health is a saying, I made other videos about mental health on my channel, so check it out. Go through my channel. If you want to learn more about truth and stuff, go to TREO website and TREO. Go to his website and start spreading the truth. Start spreading the truth about mental health and how satanic and evil it is, and how corrupt and demonic it is, and how you can't even be free anymore without being forced to take injections or medication because of the fact you pushing out the truth, you pushing out God, you pushing out the blood black Jesus, you giving everybody reality. If you preach in a society like I did, they're gonna put you on medication, they're gonna force you, order you to take medication because you speaking the truth. And like Tiago said, like obviously the world hates the truth, obviously. Even in the Bible, Jesus even said about persecution, and also said, you're gonna go through the same shit I went through, So I mean, basically the same stuff Jesus had to go through with a bunch of attacks and stuff. They thought Jesus was mentally ill. The wicked Pharisees thought Jesus, the red black Jesus, was mentally ill, and that's how all that witchcraft shit, witch cult, and psychiatry, and what it does, It's bigger than just business. It has to do with their rituals, with their satanic rituals they're trying to do over people, over society. And that's how wicked this word is. That's how evil and corrupt and demonic this word is. And Satan controls psychiatry. Satan controls these pharmaceutical companies, these witch cults, into this mental health organization, behavior health. You're not free to follow God. You're not in this world. You're not free to voice your opinion about stuff. If society gets pissed off about you speaking the truth and telling people, holding people accountable, they're gonna lock you up, force you to take injections, force you to take medications because they don't want to understand God or understand Jesus or understand you and your situation, whatever it is. They'd rather just sell their soul to Satan and have power over you like that. That's the wicked government. And like what Jesus said, we're fighting against principalities and powers of the air. And at the end of the day, we're all human. You're not God. You're not God. We're not God. We're human. We're human beings, And we don't get treated like human beings in this system. People don't get treated like human beings. And it's a shame. It's a crying shame. So that being said, much love. This is Casey. Peace.